there, Joey here. It is a beautiful day in Georgia and I am sitting behind one of my favorite trees that's in bloom, so it's a good day. I was getting ready to do a video about my sleep system, which is really important to me. I'm a big believer in what's called sleep hygiene. I like my 8 hours, so I'm going to talk about that, but bear with me first. There's something on my mind that I want to cover, and that is the topic of health. Now, you might think that anybody can hike the Appalachian Trail, or you might think that you have to be super physically fit. In reality, a lot of different people have hiked. There was a blind man who thru-hiked. There are amputees who have been able to hike, and veterans who've hiked, people with PTSD. And so all kinds of people can hike, and people hike for all kinds of reasons. But in my personal situation, even though I've kind of had the idea in the back of my head since I was a child, I thought that I couldn't, because even though I was extremely active growing up, once I met my husband and we got married and settled down and started a family, I wasn't active. He's not a hiker. He doesn't enjoy the outdoors the way that I do. And so we just did other things as a family. And, you know, I hate to say that I let those dreams go, but I did, and don't hold that against him at all. We've been happily married for nearly 30 years, and he's an absolutely wonderful husband, but we have different interests. And now that the kids are out of the house, the time is right for me as a self-employed person to be able to say, okay, I'm going to take a leave from my business and I'm going to go hike. But health scared me. I found out right after I turned 50 that I had what I thought was osteoporosis. And when I heard that, it felt to me like a death sentence. I thought, okay, my bones are going to start breaking. Well, first of all, I thought, whoa, wait, I'm 50. I'm not supposed to get that till I'm like 70 or 80, right? I've always had really low vitamin D, and so I knew that at some point in my future that might be something that I had to deal with, but I really was not expecting it when I turned 50. I still, in my mind, feel like I'm 25. So even though I hadn't been super active in the past few years since I started my business, I've been even more sedentary because I don't travel as much as I used to. And my idea of a good workout used to be running through the airport and going to the hotel and getting up early and doing a workout. I just really wasn't sticking with my health the way that I should. So when I got that diagnosis, I was really upset. I had just started doing boot camp. I was maybe 3 months in, trying to get more fit, afraid to jump up and down. And I thought, oh my goodness, I have to worry about breaking a bone. And if I break a bone, then that could be catastrophic, because that could lead to another break or be more sedentary, and my health is just going to go downhill. And it felt like the end of the world. Fortunately, I was able to go see an endocrinologist and have more tests done, and she explained to me that what I had is a condition called osteopenia, which is kind of pre-osteoporosis. And even without medication, if I keep up with the boot camp, if I do load-bearing exercise and things like that, then I can hold it at bay. So that was really good news, and that was about 6 months ago. And then I go on vacation and I break my foot. And I didn't want to believe that it was broken at first, and so I walked on it for a week, and when I got home and it was really swollen and still hurt, I was like, I really need to get it checked just to be sure it's not broken. And the doctor came in and said, oh no, it's broken. In fact, I broke it in 2 places. I broke my 5th metatarsal and also 2 little bones at the joint of my big toe. So I thought, oh no, is this the beginning? Especially because I was already planning to do this Appalachian Trail thru-hike. So I went to the orthopedic and I explained to him my situation, and he looked at my foot and told me what to do, put me in the boot. And I said, you know, is it my bones? And he said, no, absolutely not. Your bones in your foot look great. You're good to go. You know, a few weeks in the boot, good healing, and you will be able to hike. And I thought that was just absolutely wonderful news. I would have been devastated if I thought my dream of a thru-hike 9 months from now had already ended way before it began. So thinking about that this morning on this absolutely beautiful day, and that so many people out there think they can't hike. So many people out there are afraid to even try. If you're thinking about it, number one, I want to encourage you to do it. Try it. And hiking is one of the most accessible recreational activities out there. It doesn't require a huge amount of physical fitness to go out and do a few miles on a trail. Certainly if you're going to do the Appalachian Trail and you're going to do it as a thru-hike, you're going to need a greater degree of fitness. But at the same time, many people have done it with no experience at all, minimal experience, which I don't necessarily encourage. I plan to get a lot more experience before I go, because I'm not a veteran backpacker, but it's possible. And so I don't want you to be discouraged if you have minor health issues, manageable health issues that you could make work and go out on the trail. Another thing I'd like to point out, and I'm sure that you have probably experienced this in your life with people that you know, major health issues can come up at any time. And I know I'm 51 now and I still feel invincible. Like I said, I still feel like I'm 25. But I know that for some people, that surprise cancer diagnosis or some other terrible disease might be lurking around the corner. I have relatives who have Alzheimer's in their family, and that could start to emerge at any time. So for me, there's a window in my life where my health is good, the health of those in my family is good, and so I know I can go hike, God willing, between now and next year without those issues weighing on me. I am so blessed that my parents, who are both 80 now, are in good health. They have been active their whole lives. In fact, they would spend their summers on a boat cruising different parts of Florida and all the way up to Maine. And they've been a wonderful example for me, and I'm so blessed that they're very healthy in their 80s. But we're not all so fortunate. So I would just encourage you to, number one, take care of your health. Number two, if you're thinking about doing something, if it's a dream, make it happen. Go out and do it, because you never know when something is going to happen that's going to prevent you from doing that. So take advantage of the opportunity when you can. Life is just precious and amazingly short. So that's just my heartfelt message to you, is if you've got something you want to do, whether it's a hike of the Appalachian Trail or something else, make it happen when you have the chance. Okay, that's my soapbox for now. So I'm gonna go inside and I'm gonna work on a video about my sleep system, and I'm gonna post that separately, but I hope that this has been helpful to you. I would love your comments in the comment box. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you wanna stay in touch with what I'm doing and follow my planning and my hike, I hope that you will subscribe. Thanks for watching.